This is Exquisite Gamer's review of Inside for the Xbox One. Hailing from the creators of Limbo comes a new title called Inside. This game starts off with an adolescent stumbling out of some bushes, which then reveals the main protagonist of the game. You are given control of this young man as you sneak through a forest dodging the lights of passing trucks and guards. The player soon learns that being seen means death, and thus the game makes you take it slow while you hide behind tree trunks, boxes, and rock formations. Something definitely seems off, and you must proceed forward to find out what it may be. Inside, much like Limbo before it, doesn't bother with conventional storytelling. Instead, it often leaves it up to the player to infer from the environment what exactly is going on around him. Speaking of the environment, its visuals, though monotone and lacking color, are well defined and quite beautiful. The monotone feel really adds to the mystery of the world you find yourself stumbling through. Additionally, not being able to see the face of your attackers gives you the sense that you are outmatched to a point where all you can try to do is survive. And that's what Inside really is at its core, a platformer and a survival horror game. It doesn't use cheap tricks like jump scares to instill fear into your heart. Instead, it uses its sounds. The game is often quiet, with little noise except the click and clack of your character's shoes or the whoosh of the breaststroke while you're swimming. That is why when you hear a growl of a far-off dog or a motor of a truck, you start to sweat a little because you know what's coming could mean death. Its stone-cold touch is often just out of reach when you successfully complete the game's chase scenes and puzzles, leaving the sense that perfection and proper timing is key. This creates a type of stress that starts to take its toll on the player, especially because each puzzle is so unique. The mini challenges that await you on your journey often require solutions that combine the typical jump timing and crate pushing with outside-the-box thinking that comes after taking a moment to think. And with this lies another factor of fear, because there often is no time to sit and ponder what to do next. Safety is a fleeting feeling in most parts of this game, so when you are safe, you fail to recognize it and act hastily. The game has no problem with killing you in gruesome, sudden ways that you will never see coming. It will challenge your patience and reaction speed. The repeated deaths is where the biggest flaw of Inside resides. The trial and error system for some of the puzzles can become second nature, and dying feels no more than a mere slap on the wrist that sends you back a couple screens. Oftentimes you will just die to see if you can make that jump, or if you need to double back to find a box that you can use to gain height. The second minor flaw is the game's length. Normally I wouldn't call this into question, but it is almost assumed from the beginning of your adventure that it is not going to be the lengthiest. With a solid understanding of how to solve puzzles, you will probably beat this game in roughly 10 to 12 hours. Despite its length, the game does hold some surprises, and the story will shock you to your core nearing its conclusion. Exquisite Gamer gives Inside a 9 out of 10.